EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check three, check three, check three. Switch, return.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready? Ready? Over. Check the backer, check the backer. Kill. Check 49.
Now Breeze finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Give it up. Hey, kill.
Toss play, Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the slant. Here, 21. 59, Mike. Bravo.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's another Saints first down.
Ready?
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. Come on. That's good for the Saints. First down.
80 weapon.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Hey, 59, ready.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got room. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Blunt. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Murray running right. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now Breeze on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned the block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Saints, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Breeze going to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. From Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Right at the 40. A run. It's Murray. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd and 9, Breeze. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's taken down inside the 30. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line.
5-9.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
On the delay, this is Murray. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Breeze now. And he finds Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Check. Kill.
A lot of play action.
Again, it's Breeze.
Oh.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Des Bryant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak.
But I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On first down, Murray. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with Murray. Fights loose. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 27, Breeze. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers. In the last 2 years in Oakland, now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Breeze now to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation, because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gun.
To throw again. Ryan. Completing it here to Marvin Jones.
Come on,
and now
man.
look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
I'm sick and tired of my people fumbling.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Breeze. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. One man in the backfield, Murray on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have taken the lead. Looks good on the extra point. And it's now 17-14.
I fumbled twice. Austin Hooper and Marvin Jones. I know.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Blunt, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check, 47. Hey, get in the weight room.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I don't need to see the same play 6 times. Come on.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Let him know.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
21.
Now Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up...
And this is taken in at the 5.
What a
touchdown. He is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point.
And he scored. So
it's up and good to make it 21-17. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
That was on 3rd and 20.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
And it's 21-17. But I got to stop him. I haven't been able to stop him since the first quarter.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Breeze.
Sack fumble.
Now Breeze lost the football. The big man get the oxygen tank ready. And he will score. Touchdown Falcons. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
3rd and 15.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly a fumble, and you're watching the back of it.
Intercepted.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So then he had to go to someone else.
On 1st down, Ryan. Wide open receiver complete.
Don't understand what
and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And
a really nice gain of 25 yards. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Blunt. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a short 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan.
They sent it all out blitz.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown Mohamed Sanu with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio to add the PAT.
Oh, shit.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
It was so bad on that kick.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
I'm looking forward to doing this game 2 times a year.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
This is the first time I've ever played him. Holy shit. I think the other one's at the end of the year. So I might not be as worried about it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try to right side with Murray. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
There you go.
Here's Breeze. Oh, he almost intercepted
Ricardo
it.
Allen.
They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Wow, this is the first punt of the game. Hey, so
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
I'm playing Madden.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You scared Hurts for Stingray a little bit.
Now a carry for Blunt. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. 2nd and 5 now. Ryan, and he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Davenport, the first-rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Definitely.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turned it into a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Nice
and he
play.
knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd down and 4, Breeze. Allen has it, left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
That's complete right around the 8. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Notice he utilizes.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run again with Blunt. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
39.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, here's Blunt. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
He's at 98.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Tuesday.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Rolling to it, and this is intercepted, and that should do it.
He just picked the ball up.
Picked up by Keanu Neal, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Those are my 2 turnovers.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Ryan wants to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
I'm not even worried about getting the 1st down.
They give this time to the tailback. He lances across midfield, but still well shy of the first as he's tackled at the 47. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
I really don't want to do that with Tavecchio. So, I'm going to punt it.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
I thought a touchback went to... See, that's the thing I don't understand. Their touchback thing is inconsistent. Because on a kickoff, the touchback is to the 25. On a punt, touchback is to the 20. Yeah.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
Make up for what is during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Looking to throw again, 2nd down. Breeze. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Falcons, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah,